So as always, when I'm opening new gear, new stuff, I always get a little bit excited, a little bit of wee pops out, and I have to change my incontinence pads, but this time is a little bit different. What's going on there? Right, here we go. Ooh. Ugh. Nikon Coolpix P1000. I mean, anything with cool in its name can't be cool, right?
First, a shout out to the sponsor of this video, Squarespace, the place to go for setting up your own domain, website or online store.
Our bridge camera's dead. Apparently not. I mean, what does a bridge camera actually, what does a bridge and bridge camera actually mean?
This is a camera and that's a bridge. I'm going to take a photo of the bridge.
Probably not that. I think what it means it bridges from a compact camera to a proper camera. You either have a compact, I mean, it's just like an actual bridge. The whole point of a bridge is that you want to be on either side of the bridge, not actually on the bridge. The bridge is just something you step on to get from one side to the other. So just skip the bridge.
So yes, this is Nikon's newest bridge camera. I can't actually believe bridge cameras still exist, and this is much bigger than I thought it would be. Just looking at the pictures, I thought it'd be tiny. This is bigger than a DSLR. There's something about bridge cameras that doesn't feel like a DSLR. I do not know how to explain it. You have to touch one to find out what I'm talking about. And in typical bridge camera fashion, it's got stickers on the side to tell you your specs. XGA, OLED, EVF, oh yes. Ooh. Got some extension going on there. That is quite a big bright viewfinder. But what else have we got on this extensive specs list on this sticker? We've got RAW, 4K, UHD. I believe they're two different things. I believe it doesn't have RAW 4K. And it's got a mic input. Yeah, good for video. And you've got two dials here, so you don't need to use just one dial to do two different things. But with most photography enthusiasts, you'll be craving a larger sensor. It doesn't have to be full frame, APS-C, just anything bigger than this, because the sensor inside of this is slightly larger than one in your mobile phone. Small sensor, yes, but there is a huge benefit when it comes to lens, and that is quite a huge chunky lens.
Look at the lens, it's got 4.3 to 539mm written on it, f2.8 to f8. Doesn't sound like much, but this is a tiny sensor. So essentially at the long end, it's 3000mm. Check this out.
Whoa, oh look at that. Holy crap.
There is a huge practical benefit other than being able to raise your glasses with it. 500mm sounds quite long, but with a small sensor it has a large crop factor, thus it has amazing reach.
Oh, I see. It's so I can take photos with this camera of something across the other side of the bridge.
Just think about that for a moment though, 3000mm and I'm hand holding that. What size would a 3000mm lens be on full frame? It would be massive. It would need a truck just to transport it anywhere. Yes, anyway, so it extends quite a bit. 125 times optical zoom. How do I know that? Because it's written on the other side of the lens. It's got stabilization as well. This has got dual detect image stabilizer. Whatever that means, it's got VR, right? But even that's a very nice shot of my toothbrush. But yeah, it's really stable. That's insane. This camera is good for people who like taking pictures of the moon or somebody else's moon. It's even got a mode on the mode dial specifically just for moon. That moon, not somebody else's moon.
Yes, a bit of a niche product. I mean, who's this for? It's for people who like taking pictures of wildlife or video of wildlife. People like taking pictures of the moon. Perverts. Mainly perverts.
Woohoo, here we go. Got my tissues. Check. Hands warmed up. Check. And in my right hand, oh yes, massive extension.
Sadly, it probably will be used by pervs with that massive reach, but with that zoom, you'll probably see shit that, well, see shit, deservedly. Finding subjects with a 3000mm isn't easy. I mean, at the longer end of the lens, it really is not that useful for most situations. Sure, you don't have to zoom that far, but the lens is stuck on the camera, so you're going to have to take that wherever you go. The best subjects are the obvious, and honestly, once you look through the viewfinder, it's amazing how close in you can get on the moon. I just ended up being fixated on the big grey thing that goes around our planet. But the 4K video, while alright looking for the sensor size, the VR, which is good mostly, is not good enough for the rest of the bits that it isn't mostly good at. Understandably though, it can't make up for the handshakes and that rolling shutter. For stills, it's not so much an issue. Image quality is decent. Don't expect it to be good in low light. It isn't, or to blow you away. But it isn't so much about that image and performance as it is being able to get insanely close, watching animals doing what they do in so much detail.
Oh, check this out, we've got a bigger than full frame Leica. You know, I thought they're supposed to be stealthy street cameras. That's not very stealthy, is it? And another thing to check out, secondhand camera store, right? What is that? It's quite a new camera. It's not been out for very long, but somebody's already thought, you know what? I don't like my Canon EOS R. I'm going to trade it in.
Sometimes, just sometimes, having a huge crop is quite useful. Not in a full frame camera, but with this, I mean, imagine the kind of setup you'll need to get moon photos like that with your normal DSLR. It would be unreasonably expensive, unreasonably heavy. But with this, it's so damn easy to handhold it at 3000mm. But having said that, I mean, there's only so many photos of the moon you can have. Yes, it's going to be good for bird watching and taking photos of wildlife and stuff like that.
But even then, a lot of wildlife shooters will probably want better quality informants that you'll get with DSLR. Sure, bridge cameras have got to carve a niche to stay valid. I mean, Sony's got their own super zoom bridge, but not quite to the same extent as the Nikon.
And this, the P1000, has just taken it one step further. This is going to be incredibly useful for not a lot of people at all.
One final shout out to Squarespace. Fantastic people, fantastic website. If you want to set up your own website, e-commerce site, just get a domain name, go check them out.
With a load of templates to choose from, award-winning 24/7 customer service, a simple way of changing domain names over. I did it. It's great for people who want to create a personal website or one for e-commerce. You can start a free trial today and get 10% off your first purchase with the code KAI.